Ahoy there and welcome to Ken Goes Cruising. Come and share with us our love of cruising, whether it be the ships themselves, the activities we get up to on board, our love of food. Join us as we travel around the world and visit exotic places. We explore foreign cuisines and visit sites of international importance. Join us to see how different cruise lines do things in slightly different ways. Or maybe just come along for the ride and enjoy a drink with us. So here we are, at your service, Ken and Lindsay, ready to answer any questions that you may have. Hello and good evening. Nice to see you. Now, before we go too much further, Lindsay's going to check to see that we're actually broadcasting at the moment, but she's got an advert playing. I do hope that you like the little festive bits and pieces that we put up, but this is our Christmas one, so we
And he's made me wear a hat.
yeah, Lindsay's got to wear a hat as well, so we thought we'd do it just for the fun of it. Why not?
Yes, it's Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
And various people are doing Christmas markets or have done Christmas markets.
Yeah.
Hello, Lizzie.
So many people are away at the moment, or cruises, or just getting back. To good evening, Lizzie. Nice to see you. I hope you had a fantastic time on Ambition.
Certainly looked like it.
It looks like
Really
things
good.
were brilliant on board, and you had a great time. Much better than last year. So at least you stayed on for a few days this time. But all good. Oh, and we also have Kathy in.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you here.
Hope you haven't been washed away up there in Scotland.
No, hope not. No. Anyway, as it's Christmas, we thought we'd have a little drink with us, as we usually do. So, cheers, Lindsay. Merry
Cheers.
Christmas, everybody. Now, we would like to ask you, if you have got any questions for us, if you could just put question in the beginning, and then we'll spot it easier. But to be quite honest, at the moment, it's not going to be a problem.
We're assuming that you can all hear us.
Yes.
Because
well, you can put the sound up and check, can you, dear?
Oh,
yeah, right. So we are all working, after our problems last time. So we've just got back from our Canaries cruise on Ventura, haven't we?
We have.
And we were a bit sort of dubious before we went, but it was actually really great, wasn't it, Lindsay?
Yeah, we did enjoy that. Yes, we did. Yeah. Much more so than we thought we were going to.
Yeah.
I think the food was an improvement on what we've had recently on P&O.
Yeah, certainly main dining room.
Dining room was
still reduced choices, but I think the quality's getting back to what it used to be.
Yeah.
And
reduced quantities as well.
Yeah, and the quantities are a bit smaller than they were. Your 8-ounce steaks went to 6 ounce, and now they're 5. Yeah. There'll probably be a beef burger next week. But we shall see what happens with
If you have a beef burger, you'll only have half a slice of cheese.
Oh yeah, that was not always. That would seem to be a bit hit and miss. And Kathy said yes, you can hear us. So thank you very much, Kathy. That's good. Yeah. So so food on board ship. Main dining room is improving on P&O. We had some interesting speciality dining, didn't we? As some of you may have known, it was our 35th wedding anniversary, and one of the things that we did do to celebrate was to go to the Epicurean, wasn't it? And the Epicurean was
fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
They're back to doing all the bits and pieces at the table, so they carved the Iberica ham at the table, which was lovely. That was a fantastic starter, and also they flambéed. Didn't they?
They flambéed the crepes at the table, which
but
is
apparently
really
not
good.
All of the cruise ships are doing that. It's only certain ships that are doing it. Sorry, on the move. He's a bit miffed today. He's not in a good place.
Not happy. No, bless him.
So
yeah, but the food was fantastic on there. The service and everything was it's like turning the clock back. Yeah, it was really good.
Very good.
Because we haven't been on Ventura for 14 years.
Entertainment was excellent.
The new show that we new to us. It was called Paradise City, and it was a rock show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
AC/DC, Def Leppard, all sorts of music like that, and it was really, really different from P&O.
Very, very well done.
Yeah.
Really good effects on the screens at the back.
Yeah.
And wasn't that one with live music again?
No, that wasn't live music. Some of the others were the live music. So,
I couldn't remember which was which now, but they have started using the live band a lot more again as backing. The entertainment that came on were very good. The Four Harps, if you ever get a chance to see the Four Harps, really is worthwhile seeing them.
Irish harmony group, wasn't it? And they were good.
Very, very good.
Very good indeed.
Yeah, cute. Thank you. Somebody's commenting on that.
Yes. So that they was there. The other food that we tried, we went to Sindhu. We quite like Sindhu. You prefer the menu on Iona than you do on the other ships because it's still the old menu on the other ships. We were a little disappointed to say that we were in and out of a specialty dining venue in 45 minutes was a bit of a surprise to us. And the quantities, here's me. You shouldn't be worried about quantity, should I? But the quantities were very small. Even you sort of remarked.
Yeah, it
wasn't really
usually
enough.
You come out from a meal like that and you feel absolutely stuffed, but didn't.
No.
In fact, I think that was one of the nights we went out for the midnight buffet, both of us.
No, I don't think we did in the end.
I think we did.
Did we?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I leave it to your superior knowledge, darling, as you well do know. Yes. So that was okay. Beach House, a little bit of misrepresentation there.
Yeah, they seem to have, at least at that particular time, some of the dishes weren't being served as you would normally see them advertised in the pictures that they have a lot more, shall we say, colourful than the dishes are when they come out. We normally like to have a sizzler plate, and it was bland, dry.
It's just wrong, wasn't it?
Wrong. It was. There were the flavours that you normally get in a sizzler plate just weren't there at all.
I think they've changed the recipe along the line. I think so, but hey ho.
Well, yes.
There we go. And we also ate at the Glass House while we were on board, and it was superb, wasn't it?
Really enjoyed that.
Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Still, now we've got a few more here. We better get back. We'll tell you some more about what we've got up to on Ventura later, but we've got some more things. So we have Rose Bruce here, and good evening. I believe we both go on the same thread. Awesome Cruise in February. That will be very nice to meet you. Yes. If you do see us,
please say hello.
Just come and say hello, and we'll have a drink together or some such thing. Right. So the question is, would you offer to buy a drink? But they're included. They are included. They weren't included about 3-4 weeks before we booked, because we've had our eye on the cruise. For those of you who don't know, it's the 20th of February on Bolette, and it's just a short 5-day taster. We've never done Fred Olsen before, but we thought we'd give it a go. And yeah, we got drinks included. Well, you can still buy me a drink if you like it. But no, it's not about the buying, it's about joining us and having a chat, because we do like it. And please do, if you see us around. Unfortunately, I don't know what you look like, so it's going to be a bit more difficult for us.
Well, yes, it's probably easier for them to avoid us then.
Yeah, you can avoid us if you wish. However, I will say that good evening to Tom and Dom, because before we get to the 20th of February, we are lucky enough to be off on Aurora for New Year's, and it sort of happened by accident. And we also are fully aware that Tom and Dom are on, and we've sort of made I'll have to message you when we get on board and find out where we are. Maybe we can meet in Anderson's before a drink before dinner one night, but it'd be nice to meet up with you guys as well, because we've never met before. We've spoken on things like this and lives and watched each other videos, but we've never actually chatted, and it would be good to catch up.
It would, it'd be nice.
Yeah. So let's see what it's got. Lizzie's wishing us happy anniversary. Thank you very much, Lizzie. Much appreciated. We had a ball, didn't we? Really?
Yeah, we did. We had a really nice day that day, actually.
Nice sweaters. New York here. Oh wow. Hi Em, nice to see you. And it's in New York. So how's the weather in New York? Because usually this time of year it can be really quite cold over there, can't it? And a bit snowy and everything. I mean, we've only ever been to New York in the fall. Twice. Yeah, twice. But yeah, so thank you very much for joining us. Much appreciated. And Kathy is saying they were even singing happy birthday to the guests on Iona.
Oh, really?
Which is good. So things are beginning to get back to the way they used to be.
We did actually hear some people being sung to in the main dining room on a couple of occasions. Where one was a birthday, I think one was an anniversary.
Yeah.
They were quite big family groups, so it may have been that it was the family singing to them rather than the staff.
And we also had 4 weddings on board while we were on there. Yeah, 4 weddings. It was big wedding time, but it was a nice sort of cruise. A bit rough on the way back, but we'll come to that later. But no, 4 weddings as well. So there were celebrations everywhere, weren't there?
Yeah.
It was that sort of cruise. So M is saying hi to Lizzie. So M knows Lizzie. Long time no see. Good for you to be here.
Connecting people, we are.
Connecting. Well, yeah, why not? That's what it's all about, isn't it? And we also have Andy and Carla. Oh, thank you for the anniversaries. Now I know that you're off on holiday tomorrow.
I think so.
Yeah, you were chatting to Carla the other day. Just a quick Mr. Remark. Holiday cottage. No, it's the wedding. It's the wedding. It's the wedding. Yeah, holiday cottage in Balham. Loving the festive outfits. Well, we thought we'd make an effort. You know, I hate Christmas jumpers, but Lindsay.
It's a bit bar humbug when it comes to Christmas anyway. To be fair.
But Lindsay likes them, don't you?
Yeah, and we actually used them on board too.
We did
they
use
had a Christmas jumper day.
They had a Christmas, well, sort of a Christmas jumper day. Didn't
if
they?
you're going on a cruise over the Christmas period, particularly, they will most likely have a Christmas jumper day.
Yeah.
And they actually did quite a lot of Christmassy stuff. Actually,
we did.
Carols and the choir was singing bits and pieces.
Yeah, we had Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer in the choir, and we had a pantomime on board.
Oh yeah.
We had pantomime twice, and a pantomime workshop, which we went along to.
We did.
Didn't we? To see how.
By George, we did.
Yeah, to see how we do it. Oh no, we didn't.
Oh yes, we did.
So here we go. Oh no, must make the time to catch up with the gang in the afternoon. Good. And it says good to see you again. Good. Right, so she says that time of year is very cold, but with just some rainy and windy, which ended before the morning today. But it's cloudy, overcast, and a little wind. 43. That's colder than it is here.
Is it?
Yeah, considerably. 43. I'm guessing is probably something like, I don't know, 5 or 6 degrees.
Ooh.
And we're at about 11 or 12 today, so it's quite good. They did have a cold snap while we were away on holiday. What a shame!
It's heartbreaking. We were all desperate to be home in the wet and windy and cold weather, but we were sat in about 23 degrees. So
and it was -3 here. Oh, Tom and John saying they're looking forward to it. Yeah, we are, guys. We'll be with some friends, but don't worry, because it's their first cruise. We got 3 friends going with us, haven't we?
Yeah.
And it's their first ever cruise, and it was their idea that we did this cruise. But,
so we're blaming them. Whatever happens,
so
it's their fault.
Yes. Oh, and we've got Dan in.
Hi,
Hello,
Dan.
You've been on your travels again. Dan's our travel agent. Excellent travel agent. If you're having trouble with your travel agents, get in touch with Dan. Dan is the man. See how that came out?
Yeah.
I know. He's brilliant. Certainly suits us very well.
Yeah.
Yes. And good evening, Dan. And Andy and Carla saying pantomime on board. Oh no, we didn't. We did. Yeah, it was good. There were only 4 of them in the cast. It was an extra theatre group that came on, wasn't it?
And apparently they're putting them on all the cruise ships, all the P&O ships this year. So there are 7 teams of them one on each ship. They're doing the same script. It's Jack and the Beanstalk, but of course, like all pantomimes, every audience is different. So they did have some children running amok in the second performance. Apparently they were in and out of the theatre and disturbing, which is a bit of a shame because you want to be able to enjoy it without that. But everybody that saw it said it was a really, really funny show. We actually got caught up doing something else the first time it was on, but we went to the workshop and
we were doing sports.
We were, yeah. Shuffleboard. But we went to the workshop and the guys were really good. They got everybody thoroughly involved. And I think the youngest one in the workshop was about 10, that little girl.
Yeah, and she was phenomenal, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was
really
good. Such a good little actress.
Yeah.
And then everything up to, the old dears
people.
like us.
Old dears, old people like me.
But it was really nice to work with some people that obviously are professionals and had perhaps different views on the characters.
Mm.
And different ways of playing them, because of course everybody does. But it was interesting, they got you to read a couple of paragraphs and then gave you a bit of a critique, and then we performed it at the end, didn't we?
We did, yes.
We did. Oh yes, we did.
Oh yes, we did.
And actually, it was because it's obviously something new. The entertainments manager came in and sat and watched it for quite some time, which was a bit of a shame, really, for her, because we both recognised her, of course. And while we were going and being told to just go around and get your character and get into the character, you know, as they do, so we both turned round and went, right, well, here's a willing victim. So, and it did take her back a bit. But then she realised who we were.
Because we met Emma, I don't know, 14, 15 years ago, didn't we? First time, yeah. And we keep bumping into her on different ships. Yeah. As you would.
That was really nice to see her again. So, but she was saying that it proved very successful. So the likelihood is it'll continue and carry on again next year.
In years going forward. And it's the same company, different people, but the same company that are doing all the pantomimes on all the P&O ships this year.
Yeah, very good.
So, yeah, very good indeed. Another good thing on this cruise, wasn't there?
Yeah, something a bit different.
So Em says she's about 40 minutes ride from Grand Central Station.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
If only we'd known.
If only we'd known last year, we could have popped along and said hello.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, yes. Next time.
Yes.
Next time we're going to the USA.
Oh, yeah, next time we're going to the States. Don't know when that'll be, do you?
We haven't got it planned at the moment, but there's every likelihood that we might.
Warm Strong Adventures say hello, Kangaroo Cruising. Hello, Warm Strong Adventures. Thank you very much for joining us. It's good to have you here. We love having all these people, all these different people, and they come from all places, all over the world. Don't they?
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is. Just to see us.
Our poor parents would be gobsmacked, wouldn't they? They wouldn't be able to understand half of all this going on.
Well, Dad doesn't understand what's going on now, bless him. He really struggles.
He's very with it at 93, but all this technology, it much as he enjoys it, it's all a bit much for him to understand.
Yeah.
Well, me too, to be fair.
And Jerry's just joined us. Hi, Jerry. Cheers, mate. Have a good one. Oh, when are you cruising to next? I wonder where Jerry's off to. He does some really interesting things, he does.
Yeah, it's a job to keep up with him too.
It is. I reckon he does more cruises than we do. So just come back from the Ambition. Boarded after midnight. Muster drill at 1:30 in the morning outside in the rain.
What?
Really? Which cruise was that on? Was that on the same one? Was that on the recent 4-day one? I've never ever, we've been lucky, touch wood, we've never ever done a muster drill outside on a deck, have we? Because of the cruise lines. I don't understand. Most cruise lines, well, not all, but a lot of them, certainly the UK ones, and let's face it, Ambassador is a UK cruise company, take you to a room. You sit in the room, you go through the drill. Now, of course, we've still got electronic muster on most at the moment, which is a ball.
I understand that some of the cruise companies are doing sporadic, old-fashioned.
Yeah, just as a test. And I think they're actually probably better because, I mean, we've done quite a few cruises now, but for people going on for the first time, are they going to sit in their cabin and diligently watch that video?
Depends how scared they are.
Or, no, yeah, well, you've got a point there. Or are they going to go to the bar and have a drink? I don't know. It's a safety thing and it's quite important. So I'm sort of iffy as to whether we should do it properly or not. I mean, we've done it. We could sort of recite it almost ourselves, couldn't we? But that's beside the point. Cruising Gaze, good evening to you. Nice to see you here and to join us again. All in our Christmas regalia. Yes. So let's see what else we've got down here. Warm Strong Adventures, obviously people chatting away to each other, which is really nice. Oh, Sherry, you're late. I didn't think you were going to be able to make it tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. So it's we had a good performance. Cold in Charlotte today, loving the festive outfit. It's cold in Charlotte as well. It shouldn't be cold down there, should it?
The worrying thing is that very often, about 10 days after they've had a cold snap in the US, it comes over here.
Well, we don't want that when we're on Aurora. I mean, we'll be frozen away with Tom and Dom.
We'll stay in the bar, boys.
Yeah, we'll stay in the bar, guys. Yeah, we will. Oh, we've got a question here. So, would you ever sail on larger P&O ship like Arvia? That's a really good question, and we'll both answer this independently. I'll answer first of all. I would say never say never, because we've been on Iona twice, and I really like the ship, and we had quite a good time on there. We were very fortunate in the fact there was only like 2,500 passengers on board at the time, because it was just as we were coming out of COVID. But I love the ship. I think the ship's beautiful. I think a lot of things, the quays, I really like the quays. The olive grove was one of our favourites on Iona, and we really like it. I'm just not sure what it would be like with 5,000 or maybe even 6,000 people on board, because she was quite sort of, well, she wasn't full, but she was quite busy when there was 2,500 on there. So not really sure. I would never say never. If something came up at the right time and we had a gap or something else that had to be cancelled or something like that, we might well. Because the one thing I will say about Iona and Aria, they are exceptionally good value for money. So that has to be borne in mind as well, doesn't it? Your answer, dear.
I liked Iona. I thought she was a beautiful ship. As Ken said, we were really lucky that she wasn't at full capacity. And yes, the restaurants in the main, the restaurants were very nice. MDR was still getting back to normal. Some of the restaurants being basically in a walkway didn't suit us particularly well. But having said that, the Olive Grove was amazing. And we like the Epicurean, of course. Wherever we've gone, we've liked the Epicurean. And I preferred Sindhu's menus. The entertainment, of course, is largely the same. We didn't get to see any of the aerial shows because they were still in rehearsal for some of them, and the weather was too rough for some of the others. But we did see them in rehearsal, which was probably better because we got closer to them. So I quite enjoyed the time on there. Would I try Arvia? I think I would try Arvia. I would want to go at the right time.
Yeah, but then when is the right time?
Well, that's what I was just going to say. You kind of think these days that oldies like us would prefer to go, if you don't want a raft of children, you would go in term time and not school holidays, which was one of the intentions with the Ventura trip, that it would be in term time. Turns out that's not the case at all. So
hundreds of kids on board. They were everywhere.
Some were more everywhere than others.
Yeah, well, some were really, really cute and nice.
Yeah,
to be fair, 90% of the kids on board were lovely, and they were really nice kids, and a pleasure to be with.
And the others weren't.
We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there because we don't want to go into that.
So yes, I think I would do it at the right time, at the right price. I would try not to go in anywhere near any school holidays. But as I say, it just seems that so many more people are taking their children out of school, because they say, well, it's cheaper to do that than and pay the fine. So many
Which
more.
You can understand.
You can perfectly understand that.
Tight,
so many more people are homeschooling, and doing that for multiple reasons, including the fact that they can go on holiday largely when they want. So jury's out. Wouldn't say no.
No, I would never say no. Because we
haven't
been on there. We haven't been on RV at all.
It would be interesting to compare her to Iona.
Yeah. I mean, we have some sort of things we really love on Britannia, and some things we're a bit iffy on there. Don't like the fact that she's very insular and doesn't look out to the sea, but you've really got that with Iona and Arvia. And that's a really nice thing about those ships.
They've got really nice prom decks.
Yeah, they have got nice
Iona
prom decks.
has.
Yeah.
Britannia hasn't.
No, but Arvia has.
Yeah.
The same as Iona.
Yeah.
So we'll move on. So M says, come to New York in March, April or May.
That means I've got to fly.
Or you can come on Queen Mary. See, I keep telling her that she needs to start to fly, because there's lots of places lots of places I would like to go that we haven't gone yet because Lindsay she was ill. She has a genuine reason for not wanting to fly. But I suggested that what we ought to do first of all is do European flights or possibly fly out, sail back to get your confidence. Maybe a 2-hour flight from Spain or something like that. You will at some point.
I'll have to.
Yeah.
I keep telling you to get my medication now.
Just have another drink, you'll be fine. Oh.
Because I see about the only way you'll get me to do it.
And Rose says Dan is the best travel agent. He's certainly doing us very well at the moment.
And he's very nice.
Unless you like hot weather coming June, July, August.
No, I don't like hot weather. No. I'd rather be there in the snow, to be fair.
Or beginning of September. We were September, end of September, October, weren't we?
Yeah.
And the weather was quite nice.
Yeah, the weather was very wet one day, but it was,
So Sherry's saying hi to everyone. Rose was on one before me.
Oh yes, Lizzie. Yes, I think I saw the pictures of you doing the old school muster outside.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So perhaps Ambassador are doing that all the time.
Perhaps they are.
Wow.
Well, you learn something every day, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Master Sail outside at 1:30 am. Yeah. Time did you get? That was awful. Was the ship delayed for a reason, or don't say it broke down again? Because Ambassador are having some really bad luck with their ships at the moment, aren't they?
No, I think that. I think this.
And it's a cruise line that we want to go on.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't book a Christmas cruise because they seem to be jinxed.
Well, we really want to go from Bristol, don't we?
We want to go from Bristol because it's our local place. Yeah.
It's the nearest place to us, and it would be a luxury to go there. I mean, it's fairly easy for us to get to Southampton.
We'll pick Lizzie up on the way.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
But yeah, we would love to do it, but we're sort of fully booked for next year now, aren't we?
Yes.
And it's fine. They haven't announced 2025 yet, so there might be something there. But anyway, not to worry.
We'll get Dan to work on that one.
Tom and Dom, a first ever old-fashioned muster. Of course, you haven't been cruising for that long, have you? Well, again, it's different depending on which ship you do it on, because the only one we've ever done where we queued up around the outside of the prom deck was on that old Greek ship back in 1995. And to be fair, Tom and Dom probably weren't even born then. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to be rude, but you're a lot younger than we are. They are.
Yes, they are.
They're not. No, I don't know I don't know how old you are. Sorry, I apologise if I've been rude. I don't mean to. River Seine cruise delayed to bad weather.
Oh, right.
Ambience does it inside. Oh, that's interesting. Very
I wonder if
interesting.
that's because of the capacity of rooms.
I don't know. Strange. You'd have thought it would have been the same for all the cruise ships, wouldn't you? It's cruise ships in the same line. Interesting. So Jerry is off an Aria 2 weeks in May, but we are looking for bargains between now and then. Come and join us on Fred Olsen. It's $4.99 now for 5 nights. Without the drinks package or with the drinks package, it's $5.99 for 5 nights. It's only going to Rotterdam and Amsterdam 2 overnights, which is quite interesting. So come and join us, Jerry. Yeah. We'd love to see you there. If there's still room, I think there is. Just a suggestion. It's quite a good price. New York City is hot in the summer. And Tom and Don. Oh, Tom, Don. I don't know what those emojis are. Do you know, Lindsay? You're better than I am. Is that because I've been rude to them?
Probably. It could. I can't very well see, and my eyes aren't that good.
I do apologise. Sherry says hello to Tom and Don. Oh, humid in the summer months.
Oh, it's starting to get worse in the summer months.
Sherry, humid and hot in the summer months. Right. So, Sherry had about 2 minutes, so I was able to join. I don't want to be on a ship with 6,000 people, but never say never, going from Buenos Aires to Miami. 9th to the 1st to the 9th to the 2nd. Don't know if I'll be prepared for the hot weather.
Could be interesting.
It sounds really interesting going down to South America. So yeah, have a great time.
Well, yeah.
Which cruise line's that with? See, don't want to be on a ship with 6,000. Never say no. Are you on a ship with 6,000 people going down to South America?
Yeah.
I wonder what that is. Could be MSc, maybe. Don't know.
She
Royal
said-
Caribbean.
No, read it properly.
She doesn't want
Get
to
your luck-
be.
She doesn't want to be on a ship with 6,000 people,
No.
but never say never.
No. Oh, that's it. Yeah, two separate things. I wasn't reading the punctuation correctly.
When have you got your glasses test?
January.
You
These are my old ones.
You decided to wait until January
Shh.
because you get free eye
I get free eye test. I'm 60 in January. Tight. Right. Yeah, that's right. A lot of parents homeschooling but don't know whether they get teaching them. Not all, of course. No.
It's interesting.
45 minutes. Question: is there anything that cruise lines have stopped doing you would like to bring back?
Oh.
Well, I was a great fan.
I can.
Go on, you go first.
I can answer that
first.
before I forget. On P&O, certainly, I would like them to bring back a proper drinks menu with a sensible amount of cocktails, and to be able to look at the shelves and say, yep, those shelves are full.
Yeah, because their menus are getting smaller and smaller. It's sort of, it's a shame. Service is still great. Service is fantastic on board.
Can't fault service.
No, but
they haven't got an awful lot to play with.
And when what they have got there, they run out of. They ran out of house red wine on Ventura.
We know why, wasn't it? Yeah.
Poor old Mick was devastated. No more house red, and that was after about 6 days, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Halfway through the cruise. Thing I'd like to bring back, and it's just me being nostalgic and old-fashioned. There were two things they used to do that I really used to like. So when we used to set sail, they had the brass band on the quayside. They had playing you off. They had a ticker tape sail away. So all the ticker tape went down over the sides of the ship. It was beautiful. And also, when they used to do their Caribbean party nights, remember? They also had all the tape and party poppers and it shooting all across the decks. And it made a fantastic picture. And I just think it was something else that made it special. Simple little things. I don't know whether they stopped it because it was environmentally unfriendly or whether they just stopped it to say a couple of bob.
And actually, if you're thinking about that sort of thing, the Great British Sail Away.
Oh yeah, you miss that, don't you?
And I know that they talk about environmental aspects of flags. That's rubbish because you can get environmentally friendly flags. All they have to do is change their supplier. So it's purely and simple cutback.
Yeah, there are a lot of other things that I know now that, I mean, nighttime turn down. Well,
actually, I don't miss that.
I don't miss it.
I miss the chocolates because I used to bring them home. And I miss the extra biscuits because I definitely brought those home.
They miss that. Then there was silver service we had on board. Don't miss that. I think it saves a lot of food. It saves a lot of waste because people just have too much. One thing that has happened since the pandemic that I am missing, but we had it for a while on Ventura, was them serving the food to you in a buffet. I'm a great advocate of that. I think it's a really nice thing to have, and hygienic as well.
And they'd had a bit of a problem on Ventura before we got on, and had to do a deep clean. So for a few days afterwards, they were serving at the buffet, which is causing all sorts of hassle apparently. But it was we both.
I think it's great.
Prefer that, don't we?
So there are a few things that I would bring back. I wouldn't bring back smoking in the restaurants, but then we haven't had that probably for about 22 or 23 years now. There used to be a smoking area in one of the restaurants that you could smoke in.
They did,
We used to smoke then, so we used to do it as well.
Yeah.
But some people would have a cigarette between every course. It's a bit like...
Yeah, that was a bit heavy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's how old we are.
So it's an awesome time. Congratulations on your wedding anniversary. Made 34 years last year, and all that time. I've done like booking cruises, Aurora and Italy out for us next year. Oh, right. Phil and Diane, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, you're 1 year behind us then.
Yeah.
That's all. I was a child bride though, I must admit. Bridegroom.
You might have it right further.
Oh yeah, no, I was a child bridegroom, yes. I was only
Aurora in Italy.
Aurora in Italy, yeah, we love Aurora and we love Italy.
Oh, we'll be getting on a bit after you then.
May
we get on back onto
May,
Aurora.
back to the Baltics.
The next one is obviously coming up fairly soon, but
Yeah. So here we go. Flying's not that bad, says M. Thank you, M. Flew to the Philippines, and that was a fun plane trip. Oh wow. Oh, see, it's not that bad. Lindsay got put off with a flight in the USA, didn't you? It was the flight from Philadelphia down to Florida, wasn't it? Because we flew across to Philadelphia and then had an internal flight, and we sort of caught the tail end of a hurricane. And they had 3 aborted landings, and you were ill, literally ill, for 3 months after we came back. So yeah, she has very good reason. But you have flown twice since.
Oh yeah,
to Scotland.
To Scotland, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, with a little child beside me going, "Mummy, when do we crash? Mummy, when do we crash?" That really did me an awful lot of good.
I thought it was quite funny.
Oh yeah.
So here we go. Sherry says, one muster outside, but in 2019, just checking at the muster station after watching safety video. Yeah. Oh, we could pick them up in Dundee as well, see?
Oh, right.
What, to go to Bristol?
Yeah.
It's a bit of a detour, isn't it? Like 500 miles out of the way.
Or pick it up in Bristol and pop up over and, go and visit them that way.
Yeah, Sherry says she lives near Southampton. Yeah. As Bob always says, he's 3 hours away from nowhere, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Jerry's going to have a look at Fred right now. It's Ballet, 20th of February. May not suit you, Jerry, but we're on it, and it's our first time on Fred as well, so we shall see. And we've just got a book through from them. You know,
wasn't that exciting?
That was exciting. So most of the cruise lines have now done away with the book that you get with your tours and all that information in them and Fred still do it. We didn't know.
No. And we got that through the post yesterday. Didn't they? Day before.
Day before.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really lovely.
It had so much interesting information.
It's really good.
Just about that particular cruise. And give loads of tips and.
I'm waiting for the tickets to turn up now in a leather bound. In a leather bound. Like what? Like they used to on people.
That was terribly exciting and a really good read. Yeah, it was very, very well done and very well put together. So, it all bodes well.
Oh, found out the icon of the seas is 7,700 people. Yeah, it's a big ship though, because some of the Royal Caribbean, the Royal Caribbean ships we've never done Royal Caribbean yet, have we? But they are enormous, and even though there's a huge amount of people on there, it doesn't appear to be so overcrowded, which is really good. But the entertainment and the facilities they've got on board look fantastic. So it's something that we almost went on Anthem last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
But we didn't. No, this year. But we went on Celebrity instead.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, it was a bit of a toss-up between the two.
Toss-up between the two. Never heard of the port. It was 3 nights. 6 hours movement. Oh, Regent Silver. Oh, well, lovely.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, very, very nice.
Very nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Very expensive as a solo, though, isn't it? It's expensive anyway, but of course, when you add in being a solo passenger, that just makes it so expensive. Such a shame.
Yeah. And M says, depends where she's going. Maybe someone in here knows all that info. Yeah, I've never been to South America. I wouldn't be able to help you at all, Sherry. I do apologise. Bob might be able to help. Yeah, it might be. I know they're on Azamara at the moment, but it might be worth getting in touch with Bob and seeing if he knows. He's very, very knowledgeable. Anyway,
he might even have some videos on his channel about it.
Yeah. Oh, Philadelphia's not a great airport, so you got sick. I might choke that kid on the plane. Oh, really? Yeah.
I was getting very close.
Yeah, you can't see things like that. I've never been to Rotterdam or Bruges, but would like to. We've been to both of them quite a few times, haven't we?
Bruges is lovely, especially at this time of year when they have the Christmas markets and it's all decorated, and they have the ice rink in the middle of the town square there. It's just beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you get a bit of frost there as well, it's even better. Just adds to it. But yeah, Rotterdam can be quite nice. Yeah, we're going to do something different this time in Rotterdam, so we'll see.
We are, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. But we can't say too much.
No. So time's moving on, and I must say that I mentioned in our advert for the reminder for today's live that we may have a special visitor. And in fact, we did have a special visitor this afternoon. So if you could bear with us for a couple of minutes, we just got this to show you what happened this afternoon.
Hello everybody. Well, we thought we'd give you a quick update because we've had a special visitor here this afternoon, and here he is. Hello, Santa.
Ho, 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 and a Merry Christmas to you all. I just popped in to see Ken and Lindsay, as they're actually at home for a change rather than being on a cruise. Hello, Ken. Hello, Lindsay. Are you all ready for Christmas? I don't suppose you are. You're never home to get ready, are you?
So Santa, as we've got you here, perhaps we could ask you some questions that I'm sure a lot of people would like to do. How many elves actually live at the North Pole?
Elves at the North Pole. Well, we have enough. That's all I can say, because they come and go as we need them. It's just magic, you see.
And do they have to go through a audition process or a job description?
Oh, no. Elves are born elves. There's no job description at all. They just know what to do instinctively, you see.
Oh, really? That's very interesting. Didn't know all that.
No, neither did I, Lind. It's really quite amazing.
So, when people are away on a cruise, and I'm sure that there's an awful lot of people that will need to know this, how do you get to the ship? And do you get advance notice that they're going?
Santa knows how to find everybody. It's magic.
So Santa, when you visit different people's houses, what are your favourite sorts of treats that you like to get? Just so they know.
Oh, well, as you can see, I do like a treat. Now, my very favourite is a glass of Baileys, but you have to be careful with drink driving these days. There's so many aircraft in the skies at the moment. But I also think that the most important thing that you can leave out is a carrot for the reindeer, because they work so hard.
You know, we both like to travel a little bit here and there, mainly on ships, don't we, Lind? Yeah. So, how do you manage to get around the world and deliver all those presents to the boys and girls in one night?
Oh, that's a simple thing, that is, because I work on Christmas time, and Christmas time is different to normal time. So you see, that's how it happens. It's magic.
Really? So that's how it's... I didn't know Christmas time existed, did you?
No. You say it every time, but you just don't think about it being a real time, do you?
No, not
My
clear.
goodness.
Didn't realise it.
Well,
No.
Well, thank you so much for all that information, Santa. And I really do hope that we haven't taken up too much of your time.
So I'd just like to take this opportunity to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. And that's from all three of us, isn't it, Ken and Lindsay? Yes, there you go. So have a wonderful Christmas, and we'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.
Oh no.
Right, so I've turned the sound off, didn't I, when the video was on, but I forgot to put it back on again.
Stupid man.
Thank you so much for telling us. Sorry about that. I do hope that you enjoyed our little homage to Santa. It's a bit of fun, wasn't it? We better go back over where we were now. Oh yes. So Tom and Don, yes, we'll be meeting in Bruges.
Well, we'll meet before we get to
We'll
Bruges.
meet before we get to Bruges, but we will be there in yes, won't we?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, in the new year. I'm
Mm.
just all a bit messed up now because of this. And Sherry was on about not having a solo supplement, and that's really good for her. But if you are a solo traveller and would like any help or information, contact this young lady here, Lizzie, because she's wonderful and she's working with Passion for Cruises and does a really good job for solos, doesn't she? Specialist. Where are we? Oh, Lizzie said it was brilliant. Oh. She's just lovely. See, she's so kind to us. Yeah. And then Sherry says no sound. Yeah, that's my fault. I turned it off.
Bit that going on.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry. Yeah, but thank you so very much for telling us. Really needs those new glasses. Yes.
Yeah.
I do need new glasses.
Yes.
It's just that I turned it off, you see, and then forgot to turn it back on. I think that was my fault entirely.
And kept telling me that the sound was still on.
And Jerry noticed that Santa has the same spectacles as me.
Well, he obviously has good.
There's nothing wrong with your eyesight, is there, Jerry? That's for sure.
He borrowed them. To be fair,
Santa
he came in and he suddenly realised that the other ones that he had all misted up because it was colder outside. So he borrowed them.
He borrowed me specs, Jerry. That's all it was. Yeah, all it was. Yes.
Believe that, believe anything.
Yeah, Andy and Carla love the sound of it. The sound's back, but I'm sure it's back now. Yes. Now we hear you. Yes, thank you all so much for persevering as well. I turned the sound off. Stupid man.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Right. So we will continue with our Ventura thing. So we sort of covered the food, hadn't we? We covered the entertainment, which was really good. The staff were fantastic, weren't they?
Yeah, they were very good.
Just everywhere you went, everyone was nice, everyone was smiley, everyone was happy, and it was like we'd known them all forever, wasn't it?
There were quite a lot of them that were singing out in the back kitchen.
Yeah, they were.
Badly, I have to say, but they were obviously enjoying themselves, singing away, and the staff out in front were laughing as well. People were chuckling away at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was good. It was a very good cruise.
I think it made, and our cabin. We loved our cabin. No doubt some of you have already seen the cabin video. Most of you probably. We were lucky enough to have superior deluxe cabin on this one. Never had one before, and it was really nice.
Very comfortable, wasn't it?
Very comfortable. Good size balcony. The only sort of issue which didn't bother us was you were a bit overlooked from above, but it wasn't as if I was sunbathing with not a lot of clothes on, was I?
No.
So, it's not a problem. A thinner frame for my reading glasses. Yes. Well, these are quite interesting glasses, actually. These are special ones because these are ones that you can screw up in a ball like this, you see. They're sort of very special frames.
Obviously doesn't do the lenses any good though, does it?
And they don't break. You can't see a darn thing through them, but they don't break. I've driven over them with a car once, I think. But yeah, so very good. So back to Ventura. Cabin was good. Staff were great. Entertainment was good.
Mm-hmm.
Food was good and bad in places, but generally quite good.
Yeah.
They just need to increase the range of their drinks, put them back where they were.
I'll tell you what we did manage to get at breakfast was some thick toast.
Oh yes.
Because they seem to have made, if it's possible, they seem to have made the normal toast a little bit thinner than it was before. It's obviously a cutback, but it also means that it gets burnt quite easily. But we asked for thick toast.
I've never done good toast.
No, never. And it was sort of half a loaf. It was lovely, really nicely done. So people, if you're on P&O, you may only get it on the older ships, and you may only get it if the staff member knows about it. But we did manage to, on 2 occasions, get thick toast.
Yeah. So tips for you, as Cindy said, if you want thick toast, and it was really nice, and not burnt solid.
Mm-hmm.
As for thick toast, the other thing that's not on the menu at breakfast in the main dining room that are readily available are omelettes. So you can ask for an omelette, whether you want cheese or cheese and onion, cheese tomato, cheese and ham, whatever you want, mushroom, or any combination. They are available, but they're not listed on the menu. So if you like an omelette, which I do for breakfast, try it. It's all good. Yes, they're quite good, aren't they? These frames. Yes, they do. They do bend to all shapes.
They're cool.
They're cool. And I have driven over them with a car, and they didn't break, which is quite amazing. The glass bits popped out, but they were fine because it's plastic anyway. It's probably why I can't see on them.
Yes, Sherry, they did run out of house red.
Yes, they did run out of house red quite early on.
And at one point, they were going from bar to bar to try and find some for Mick that was drinking it quite frequently. But they just got to the stage where they couldn't get any more. So yeah, they were very good at trying to find some more for him.
The staff couldn't have been more helpful.
Yeah, they were very helpful from that point of view. But no, they just ran out.
And they're not allowed, unlike other ships, if it's not on the menu, they make it for you. They are not allowed to make things that aren't on their menu or aren't on the system for them, which is quite a shame. Because they would love to.
Yeah.
They would love to, but
and to be honest, P&O have got a bit skinflint with even the prosecco, because as we were sat in the Metropolis one night and sat up at the bar, because really do enjoy watching the guys work, and you do get a nice rapport with the bar staff, and I was watching them pouring out the prosecco into a flute, but they were measuring it beside a glass that had water in it to make sure that they got the right amount in there. And I thought that was a bit skinflint.
There's no free pouring, is there?
No.
No, we've got used to it, haven't we? I mean, Celebrity was free pouring, Oceania was very free pouring. But then you're paying more for it.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
So,
but even so, I thought that was just a little bit tight.
Yeah, but when you look at what we paid, I'll tell you what we paid. So we had 12 nights Canary, Superior Deluxe balcony on Ventura, and we paid £850 each for that cabin. We booked it many moons ago, didn't we? Probably 18 months ago, not long after they came out. So yeah, we booked it very early, but that was the price we paid. And there were other people on board who actually paid less than that, not for those balcony cabins, but for inside cabin was going very cheap, just a few weeks before. So P&O is I think they're being torn apart at the moment, because they're going to have to split the brand, which was something they were talking about doing before COVID, where they have a discovery section and a cheap and cheerful section.
Well, my friend Mr. Ludlow was alluding to something on his latest video that there was something coming. So we'll wait and see what's happening. But he seems to be promoting Arcadia and Aurora a lot,
which
so
is good.
Maybe they're going back to the original plan pre-COVID.
But they're going to have to put the prices up, because you can't have all these extras and all these little things that we enjoy and not pay for them. Yeah. The prices have got to go up to cope with it.
On Aurora anyway.
Yeah, but that's the way it is. So they have to do something, because otherwise she will become known as the cheap and cheerful cruise. And even though we still love P&O, the value for money is fantastic. You can't argue with that, but it's not quite as special as it used to be. So maybe they just need to identify where they're going in the marketplace, because they're still selling themselves as a luxury or sort of special and
premium.
Well, they're not premium.
They're not premium.
They're not premium at all. They're not either of those things. But they try to make out that it's something special when it's not.
It's not really.
It's quite ordinary. But it's superb value for money, and I couldn't argue with that whatsoever. What's the deal with the drink receipts? You can't say much if you're paying less. No, that's what I agree, Tom. It is, and Dom. It really is a case that there are more cabins filled with all that. Yeah,
Yeah, and they're going to have to drop the prices to fill those.
Well, they already have.
And they
It's no
already
cheap.
are.
Yeah, because it's different.
Yeah.
Different types of clientele. We've noticed that quite a lot, that you get different types of people on the different ships. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. We shall see. But anyway, we've sort of come to our end. We did have a few more questions actually that people have asked us in the past, but we won't be able to get around to them tonight. So thank you.
How about telling them when we're next going to be live?
Oh yes, well you can do that, dear.
So our next live is planned for Monday the 8th of January, because the 1st of January is a very special bank holiday and we won't be here.
No, we'll be on a cruise ship with Tom and Dom.
So it'll be on the 8th, and that's the plan. If it's any different, obviously we will let people know.
Yes.
But that will be our pre-pantomime one. I'm not putting a costume on.
No, we can't. We can't.
You
could.
Our
costumes. No,
we're not allowed to put our costumes on beforehand.
No.
So that will be then. Is there anything else we need to tell people? Website
address is on the screen now. Yeah, if you haven't been to our website yet, please do go and have a look. And
there is a little shop on there as well, an Amazon shop.
Yes, and Lindsay's duck shop.
If you're looking for any ideas for Christmas and you're running out of time, then please do have a look. You never know what you might find in there.
No.
Father Christmas isn't there, right?
No, he's not.
No.
This is dog.
No. He's hiding.
He's hiding. Don't know why.
I'm not here, honest.
Yeah. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. Oh, the page. If you haven't liked our page yet on Facebook, please do. Please follow it and like it. It would be nice. Nice of you to do so, wouldn't it? Yes, and keep in touch with other things that we're up to. We've got little things going on there.
And please do keep in touch with us.
Yeah,
because we'd like to know what you're up to as well.
Yes.
So that'll be good. And have a happy Christmas, everybody.
Happy Christmas.
Please don't overdo on the turkey and the Christmas pudding. And we will see you next year.
Next year, yeah. And I'll be a year older as well.
He will.
Oh dear. I'll be a pensioner. Oh well. No, you won't.
You've got years to go before you can get that.
Yeah. Anyway, have a good time, and thank you for joining us tonight. It's been very special. So, good night to you all.